Hi, my name is Mystic, and I'm doing a daily video because I like doing this and it's fun. And I'm gonna start telling my story. I've got a pretty cool story that I think that you're going to enjoy hearing. And I like storytelling, I like talking, and I play guitar pretty well. And I had a 25-year career as a designer that I left last year. One of the things I did in that career was I played a pretty big role in building a startup from early stage to over $1 billion acquisition. I don't like talking about numbers, but I did that, and it was a journey that took 7 years, and it was an incredible experience. And I also spent 10 years in advertising. Before that, I was an art director in the ad industry, and I did everything from like animation, graphic design, even wrote some copy, got into typography, all the designy stuff. And I went to school for fine art, and so design was kind of a fallback. Here we go. And so I did, I was advertising for like 10 years, and then I feel like I'm in a job interview. I kind of am. I'm interviewing for the job of earning your attention, I think is what it is. So someone almost drove into me because they didn't realize that they had a red light. But anyway, I did that for 10 years, and then I got into startups. And the thing I loved about startups was I realized I got to use my creativity and all the things I learned in my years in the ad industry to help companies grow. And, I joined a lot of early stage startups, and I would use all those skills, all the design and animation and copyright, and I was helping with websites, and then I got into mobile apps, and I loved it. I loved that world, and it was so much fun. It was the most fun I'd ever had, and I didn't realize how entrepreneurial I was until that period, and I started working with business owners, and I loved it, and I realized, whatever, it was fun. And then I got into working with one particular startup, and this is the startup I mentioned, that had the most promise, really, of any of the others that were around at the time that I was working with anyway. And I took a wild ride with them, and they had just left the garage when I joined them, and I helped them get to over 30 million customers. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because what I'm doing now is I'm taking everything I learned in all those years and using it to try and help people, including myself. I'm building my own business. I'm also in the process of launching a design agency, and I'm doing my own thing after many years of working for companies and feeling very constricted. Because that's what happened. I'm writing about this. It's kind of a complicated story, and there's a lot of layers to it. And I'm actually writing about it right now on my, I have a newsletter on Substack. And so if you're interested in that sort of thing, I'll post the link in the description as soon as I get it done. But I'm trying to write it right now. And it's a story that brings up a lot of difficult emotions for me. Because a lot of us, this is one of the things I write and talk about, is that a lot of us got really devalued in our careers. And that was my experience, was working, and this is what I'm writing about. So I'll keep it short for now, but I'm just doing a daily video because I want to, like every other kid on this planet, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up. And this is fun. So I'm gonna be here every day because I want to start doing this. I really like this medium. I like being able to connect in this way. And I got a lot of stories to tell and a lot of fun things to share. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Well, I guess you'll see me, but hopefully I'll see you in the comments. Oh, here we go. If you're watching this, this is a way, because they say you got to figure out a compelling way to get people to leave comments, because you can't just say leave a comment, because people are like, well, what do I write? So let me know if you actually watch this. Awesome, I love you. And if you want to get the Substack article, ask me in the comments, and then you'll be my new friend, and I'll send you a link to the article. So thanks for hanging out, and I'm really excited I really hope you give me the job because I think I'm very well qualified. I think I'm the best candidate there is. I don't think that, like, no one else is going to do it the way that I can, and no one else will do it the way that you can either. So have a great day. Bye.